I know I'm gonna be making a video about fretting here really soon, but I'm sure Matt's getting pretty antsy about his jumbo here, so I gotta get this one finished. I want to get it set up. I figure maybe some of you might be interested in some of these, what I gotta do here too. Um, Made this little jig a while back. Holds the nut on that side, and you can hold your saddle. And on that side, it's got a little slot to hold the saddle because you either got to wear gloves or if you mess with this, this is a real bone nut, and the oils from your fingers kind of really gunk it up a lot. It's not really good to touch bone once you start polishing it. So I'm just sanding her down right now, giving her a little dirty polish. I got 300 grit on this side, 400 on this side. I'm gonna polish it up with that, and then I'm gonna polish it up with these papers here. Like I say, they go from 400 up to 8,000, so I'll spare you that, and I'll be right back. All right, back. Got it polished up to 8,000 grit. I'm gonna show you guys something right quick. Let's take a walk here. This here is what comes with the StewMac string action gauge. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see that. But that tells you, basically what your first fret action is supposed to be, 12th fret action. That's the difference between factory made and custom. Those numbers, they're right, but they're safe numbers, put it that way. They know that if they make them at that number, they're not gonna buzz. So I can sit here and play with this, and I can get those numbers much lower, and your guitar is gonna feel a lot better to play. So with that being said, let's see what we got going on here. Like I said, those are factory specs. Those are from StewMac. That's from the actual string action gauge. This little guy right here. That tells me let's tighten these two up real quick. Okay, let's see. Make sure you tune the pitch. It's pretty important. Sorry, I got a cold. I work outside. Please don't snap. Please don't snap. Okay, those are tuned to pitch. Now, the chart tells me that my first fret action should be 23 thousandths of an inch from the bottom of the string to the top of the fret on the first fret, and 13 on the high E string. So I already know, I'm pretty sure I'm a lot lower than that already. So let's just check it out right quick. This is a handy dandy little gauge too, but it's another one of those things. It's kind of a luxury, not necessary. You can do these with feeler gauges, but this is quite accurate and it's really nice. But they are expensive, so if you don't do a lot of these, they ain't really worth it. Well, looks like I'm at exactly 23. So I do want to go lower than that. Let's see. Where are we at here? We go right on the bottom. We want to go lower on here. So what we'll do is, let's see, I could either take some off the bottom of the nut, or I could break out the nut files and file the slots down a bit. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll figure this out. I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so I got to tune the pitch now, and I'm pretty much right at StewMax specs. I'm getting 24 thou, which is way too high for me. They say 23. I'm gonna probably try to get it down to about 15-ish. This is kind of a game you play. You can take her down too far, and then you're gonna have to either replace the nut or fill the slots. So you gotta be real careful at this point. What you want to do is you want to file towards the tuning peg. With your nut file, be real careful. We don't want to take much out. So this is going to be a lot of filing and checking. You want to angle your slots so your string angles down towards the peg as well if you don't want to file straight. Lots of little gadgets out there you can use to get the right depth and everything, but most players play by feel. I kind of set up the same way, kind of by feel. If it feels good, keep it. If it don't, fix it. And then what I'll do is I'll get this string to where I want it, this string to where I want it, and then I'll show you a little trick with the other ones that I use. These files are pretty good too, so you don't really gotta do much. Let's see where we're at now. What the hell I do with my tuning? Down a little. 22. So that's exactly what I mean. This is basically it. Yeah. loosen it, file it, check it, loosen it, file it, check it, until you get it right where you want it. A lot of tedious little work here, but it's all worth it in the end. Let's see. Sometimes, I'll spare you all this crap. I'll be back here in a minute. Alright, so we're still filing carefully as possible. Okay, tune her back up again. High for my liking. So that's basically it. You kind of loosen it, you do each string. So like I said, I'll spare you all that and I'll be back.